Well, hello. Welcome back to the Frugal Gardener on Sunny Days with Dawn. Are you ready to get some plants potted up with me? Woohoo! They've been sitting in these containers that I bought from the store for too long now. So I got to get them potted up. So you want to do it with me? Woohoo! Well, I got to go get the soil. Momentito. There's a couple I want to get started with first. Oh, and it's these two little ones. I didn't water them yesterday. I went in the garage to try to find a pot for them because I bought this cute little thing at Big Lots for $6.99. But isn't that adorable? So I wanted to find a pot that would fit in here. Let's see if both are doing. This potting soil that they're in does not like hold water. You know, it's the cheap stuff, just that they put the plants in to get it to the store. Wouldn't that look good in there? But I have to protect the wood. I wonder if I could put a plastic bag or something in there. Let me try that. Hey there. I have the plastic bag inside. So I don't want to leave these in this soil because it's not good. I want a bigger container. I gotta figure this out. Momentito. Okay, these are cute. They had citronella candles in there, but I gotta get the candle out. Oh, it smells good. I got the candle out, so now I just need to drill some holes in this. Momentito. There we go. Here, now I just gotta give it a good drink of water. Sorry for all the noise, but someone is working on their car right outside of my garden, interfering with my peace. All right, on to the next one. I think I'm gonna do the peony. Is it peony or peony? Which I have it back there in the garden, kind of in the spot that I want it. But there's a big planter that I had, what did I have? I think a California lilac. I bought two and only one survived. And the one that survived is doing good. Oh, it's getting blooms and oh, it smells so good. But the other one, there's nothing growing in the pot. So let's go check that out. Sorry, my neighbor's working on his truck, like right behind the camera. Okay, I have the peony sitting right here, and it looks like it's needing some water too. The pot I want it to go in is back here behind the fern, so I'm gonna have to move stuff out and put it in that pot. So let me get to doing that. My begonias. I've had these for several years now. This is where that begonia is now. Look how big it's gotten. And I've started quite a few begonia plants off clippings of this, but it's huge. I love it. Fern. This is one of my transplants from my one fern that I transplant everything from. That's the pot that I want to get to. Oh, my calla lilies that I had for several years, like when I first started my garden, and I thought they died when I first got them. They never did anything after, looking pretty from bringing them home from the store. The next year, I didn't even see them. So I think this is maybe the third year. And I'm finally seeing them come up. Woohoo! I have tried, I've stuck things in there, seeing what will take. But yeah, the peony is getting pretty dried out. So let me dig that out and put the peony in there. Woohoo! All right, I got a bucket and a shovel to put the soil into. Yeah, these were starting to grow. I gotta put them somewhere. Need to check if this has drainage holes because the soil is pretty moist in there. Yeah, I got holes in there. Ooh. All right, got it right about there. This pole's blocking the view. It's my tent pole to tint up the sunshade. I had to use another pole. All right. I need like a gardening apron. Oh my goodness. There we go. Try to tear the roots away to get them to open up. Ooh. I think I want to set it up a little bit higher also. Or lower the fern. It was just blocking the pot. But if there was a plant in there, it wouldn't be blocking it, I don't think. So let's hope that this is a good spot for it. Do I have enough soil in there? Maybe I'll put a little bit more back in there. I wonder if I should put any underplantings in there now that it's accessible, now that I could reach it. Let me look around and see what I got. Some of those ornamental sweet potatoes would look good in there. Something that droops over. Is that an idea? But the fern's gonna hide it. So that pot really does need to be up higher if I want to do that. Let me think about that for a minute. I wish I would have thought about that when I had some of the soil out of here, so the container wouldn't be so heavy. So it was sitting on this. These make good plant stands. And let me switch it. With this one that I bought at Big Lots last year. If it's not too heavy for it. The garden's getting an overhaul. Maybe I'll put it more there. Sweet. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Maybe I want it more right here. Like where this white pot is. Ooh. Ooh. How am I going to do this? So, while I can semi get to that pot behind this one, I put what I dug up out of here in there, and I'm going to go try to grab some 4 o'clocks or something. So I'm going to go look around for 4 o'clocks or something that I could put in there while it's semi-exposed and I could get to that pot. I dug up a canna. Let me try to put a canna in there. Oh my goodness. Gardening's not for sissies. All right. I went and got some 4 o'clocks too, because they'll grow tall, or you'll be able to see them. So will the canna. Okay. Now I gotta rearrange stuff and put it back. One thing I've learned about gardening is you have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to change and rearrange. Ooh, that took me a bit to get used to. Yes, you have to be willing to change and rearrange. That took me a bit to get used, because when I would decide to put something in a spot and I would build that spot for it, that's where I would want it to stay, because I made that spot for you. But then the plant would tell me, I know you made this spot for me, and I'm really trying to do a good job for you, but you're gonna have to move me. If you care about me, you're gonna have to move me. So I did learn that. All right. So that pot in the back isn't up high enough. The pot behind the fern. I wonder if the fern would look good back there. Let me try that. All right, I got it rearranged back. There's the peony. I forgot I was gonna put the draping, maybe the ornamental, the sweet potato there in the same pot. Let me go get those and see. Now, isn't that a cute little sight? She's trying to keep the sun out of her eyes. Oh, you're so cute, Sophie. Here comes a hummingbird. Look at that, it's so adorable. All right, I gotta go move the water, and I'll be right back. All right. I think that would look good. I wish I would have remembered it before I put all the soil back in there. But yeah, I'm gonna try to fit one in there. I brought two, but I think just one. See if I can do it. I put everything back. Oh my goodness. Do and undo, do and undo. That's why I didn't want to finish doing the back that I just, when I moved my tree and stuff, because I ordered some plant stands for that area, which if I know me, they might not even end up in that area. But I didn't want to put it all back together knowing I may change it. So, back to this. I'm gonna have to dig down quite far to put that in there. I need my bucket again. A bucket for dirt. Move the rose. Ooh. I might not be able to do much more than this today because I'm getting tired and hungry. And I still gotta water all these plants back here. It's getting root bound. Oh yeah, root bound. Let me break them up a little bit. Just pull it apart at the bottom. Okay, so now we got our thriller and our spiller with no filler. I can come up with the filler on another day. Our thriller and our spiller. Grow well. Okay, once again, this is the Frugal Gardener on Sunny Days with Dawn saying, can you dig it? I gotta go finish watering. Go home. I just spotted a, whoops, almost fell over. A teeny tiny, another teeny tiny pretty mantis. Hi, baby. How are ya? I wanted to lift this up to see your face, and you moved. You jumped somewhere. In your tiny little world. Well, hello, and welcome back to the Frugal Gardener on Sunny Days with Dawn. You caught me potting up plants again. Um, Today I'm starting with one of these big tubs that I bought at the 99-cent store, which no longer exists. And I already drilled a bunch of holes in the bottom. So what I was going to do with this one was put my sea lavender along with the one that I bought last year that is starting to come back. I'm going to put that in here and then put one of these sweet potato vines in there around it. I want to see if I could divide this up. Anyhow, these take full sun. And I was just reading the tag. It said they're an annual. They were $10.99 at Ace Hardware. They're so pretty. I put one of these with the peony yesterday. And speaking of the peony, I think I forgot to tell you about it. Let me see where the tag is. Oh, it's over here. So when I first showed you the peony, it had like 3 pink blooms on it. But by the time I went to plant it, the blooms were already all bleh. So I had cut them off yesterday. Or I had cut them off prior to planting it, so you didn't see the blooms yesterday. But this is what it was. And it says blooms late spring to summer. Height 34 inches, hardiness down to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Once in a while we get a little bit colder here. Water weekly, more often until roots established. But that is if it's in the soil in the ground. If it's in a pot, you're gonna have to water it more. And mine's in a pot. So that was the peony that I planted yesterday. That I put one of these as a spiller in there. So this is what I'm going to add also to the sea lavender. And this says full sun, height 6 inches, keep soil evenly moist. It says it's an annual. Had I known it was an annual, I might not have bought it. But it's called a tricolor sweet potato vine. So that is going to go in with my sea lavender. Like I said, I planted one of these last year and it died all the way back during the winter. I don't know if they're supposed to do that. Last year was the first time I planted one. Anyhow, I got another one. So it's called Deep Purple Status, which actually sea lavender is another name for it. And it takes full sun. Height 36 inches. Clusters of small papery flowers on sturdy stems. Blooms all summer long. Flowers in summer. Care. Prefers light, sandy soil. Allow soil to dry between thorough watering. So, this is going to go in here. But I need a lot more soil in here. And then I'm going to dig up the one that's in the other pot. A couple of the leaves are coming back. The reason why I don't want to put this in the pot that the one is starting to come back in is because I also put some columbine seeds in that container and they're starting to grow. So I could do something else with that. So let's fill this up. All right, I think that's enough soil in here. So let's get this ready. This was $11.99. I think it's gotten root bound. Got all these fibers, kind of like rope. This might need the hug and burp technique. Oh my goodness. Okay, hug. Burp. Oh my goodness. There it comes. There. It's very fibrous. Let's break it up. Let's try to break up the bottom some. Break it apart. Okay. Before I put soil around it, let me go dig up the other one. All right, here's where the other one is. It is starting to come back, but I put these Canterbury bells and columbine seeds in here because I wasn't sure if that was going to come back, and the seeds are growing up, so that's why I want to dig this out of there. You dig it? It's such a mess over here. I did get a message that my plant stands are going to be coming today. Move this out of the way. Wow, it had some long roots. Okay. See, it's still alive. It's even getting another leaf. All right, back this way. All right. I don't think I could split this up. This is the part I don't like. It's heavy. Whew. I think I'm also going to clip some of the creepy myrtle that is growing in the Boston fern. It is growing all over the place. It's getting very long. Ooh, and it's got purple flowers on it. So I'm going to put some in there. This is the creepy myrtle I planted last year with the Boston fern. Purple flowers on it now. So what you could do is clip it and transplant it to other spots. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm just trying to stick it down right next to the side of the pot. Propagate, propagate, propagate. So I got a thriller and a spiller. I don't have a filler. So I just stuck them in the dirt around the edge of the pot. It'll take a bit for them to root. But propagate what you can. Now, I did have it, the one that I bought last year, right here in the middle. It was right about here. And I don't think it got enough sun. So I'm wanting to put it back here further, where there's more sun. But I want to wait till I get those plant stands to know how things are going to be rearranged. So I'll just move the pot back here just to get it out of the way so I can continue on. Oh, I bet you it's going to be heavy. So I'm looking at what I got to put in the pot where I just dug up the old sea lavender, last year's sea lavender. And I have this imperial blue, which looks like it needs some help. Cape leadwort, full sun, height 18 inches. Cape leadwort. So the back says, bushy shrub-like plant produces light blue 5-petaled flowers. Uses: beautiful, trained to fences, posts, latticework, and trellises. Plant in organic, rich, well-drained soil. Provide climbing support. So I'll have to move that pot closer to the fence. But I thought about that. And these petunias. Because then the columbines and the bluebells, coral bells, whatever bells, those bells said they're not going to flower till next year. The plant might grow this year, but they're not going to flower till next year. So I could put these full to part sun petunias. I'm trying to get the tag out. These are I think I got them 3 for $15. So I got 2 of the pinks and 1 of that dark purple. Their habit is mounding, trailing the blooms, planting till hard frost. Height 6 to 12 inches. Annual except in zones 9A through 11B, and I think I'm in zone 9. Water normal, full to part sun. Feature fall interest, deadheading not necessary, needs good drainage. They're super bills, rising stars. Super Bell Rising Stars, but I think they're Calabrachoa. Oh my goodness. I thought they were petunia. It says right there. Super Bell Rising Stars, Calabrachoa. All right, so let's go put these in. You know, I was just thinking about it. I'm pretty sure I knew these were Calabrachoas when I bought them. I just recently forgot. Man, I tell you, I got a mess back here. I can't wait to get those plants down and get this all fixed back up. Let's plant you a little towards the back. Since you got a trail, since you got to climb up something. I'll either get a trellis for you or get you moved. But for right now, you're just going to go right here. I don't want to disturb the flower seeds already coming up. Trellis. Trying to break it up. Break it up. All right, that's where you are for now. Oh, I broke one off of there. So here is one of those creepy myrtles that I put in here a while back. Let's see. And there's the flower seeds. Let's stick you in another pot. How about here? You could be filler. I don't know if you'll grow or not. If in doubt, stick it in the dirt. I'm gonna do lamb's ear. I've been wanting lamb's ear. I've been wanting lamb's ear ever since I started my garden. I just love it. It's so soft. I had one years and years ago, and I always wanted another one. Well, now I got one. I was gonna pair it with this. I thought that would look good together, but I don't have a big enough pot. I found this pot that I was using as a riser for, it was a plant stand. I was using it as a plant stand. That I got for $2.49. So I'm gonna use this pot for this. And this was, let's See, I got it from Ace Hardware. But let me read you a little bit about it. Are you ready for story time? Okay, lamb's ear. The lamb's ear plant is sure to please in nearly any garden setting. This easy care perennial has velvety, soft, woolly evergreen leaves that are silver to gray-green in color. The foliage is also similar in shape to that of a real lamb's ear, hence its name. I don't know if I got dirt on my face or if it's on the camera. I think it's on the camera. Could be on my face too. If left to bloom in summer, lamb's ear will produce spikes of pink to purple colored flowers too. Ooh, and I love the pink and the purple. I don't think I knew that it flowered. In addition to enjoying its attractive fuzzy foliage, the leaves can be used as a band-aid of sorts for healing wounds and in helping painful bee stings. Oh, I didn't know that. So as long as you provide suitable conditions, growing lamb's ear in the garden is simple. It's hardy in zones 4 through 8. It should always be in well-draining soil. The plant's low-growing, mat-forming foliage makes it ideal for use as a ground cover. I don't have any ground to cover. I have blacktop that I covered. So how to plant lamb's ear? It's easy and most often takes place in spring. The planting holes should not be any deeper than the pots they were originally growing in. It doesn't require much in the way of fertilizer, but you can add a bit of compost to the holes prior to planting. And that's if you're going in the ground. Care of lamb's ear. Once established, lamb's ear requires little maintenance. Therefore, the care of lamb's ear is also easy. Water only when the soil is significantly dry. And I believe it said sun to part sun. So let's plant it up. Let's just pour this in. Oh, this is a hard container. Bert. Can't get it out. I got a screwdriver. Go around the edges. Oh wow, it's in here tight. How long have you been growing in this pot? Long time. I don't know if that did it. Beat it. I need a hammer to do that with because it's hurting my hands. Come on, girl. I gotta beat it with something. I want to go in the garage to get my hammer, my rubber mallet. Oh, maybe this will work. Oh my goodness. See if I can stick the screwdriver in the holes. Try that. Yep, that worked. That did it. Birth the baby. Oh wow. Root bound. Look at that. It's very hard. You needed a new pot. Just break you up a little bit. It's so tight. Oh my goodness. I just noticed a tiny praying mantis. Let me show it to you. There's babies all over the garden now. There you are, George. Are you George or Georgina? Hi, cutie patootie. Is the lamb's ear nice and soft for you? Yeah. Are you bathing yourself or eating bugs off your legs? What you doing? Are you bathing yourself or eating bugs off your legs? What you doing? Hi, baby. All right, let's go set this plant. You're so tiny. Somewhere over there. Okay, next I want to do this one. This is also a sweet potato vine. Sweet potato or sweet potato? $10.99 from Ace Hardware. Even plants are more expensive now. So, what I have is this watering can that I got from 99-cent store. $3.99, but I think it was some percentage off because it was when they were going out of business. Maybe 30% off. But it's so pretty. So I'm going to drill some holes in the bottom and put this in there. And last year, when 99-cent store was getting rid of their summer stuff, I came across these. I think they were regular. Oh, I can't read it. Where's my glasses? They were, oh, they were $8.99, but I think I got them for I think I got them for $5. So what I want to do with these is paint them a pretty green color like that one. I did one last year or the year before that has a coleus in it. And let me go show you so you know what I'm talking about. It's down here in my mess. My mess. So it's right there. And that was a watering can that I painted green and gold. That coleus was a clipping. And I took it in the house over winter. Wow, it's really grown since the last time I looked at it. I took it in the house over winter so it wouldn't die. And it stayed alive. So that's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do with this watering can and with those. But I want to paint those first. So I have my drill out here. With a big honking drill bit on there. Okay. Holes. That drill is sounding like it's gonna need a charge soon. I haven't charged it since my friend gave it to me. All right. Now, this is just about as big as the watering can. Here's the tag. Sweet Georgia Green Splash. Ipomoea? And it says, I'm going to clean the dirt off. Height 6 to 8 inches. Easy care plant. Stylishly. I think I'm going to need the magnifying glass. I'll read it to you after I get this planted. Perfect fit. I do need to pop a little bit of soil around it. How gorgeous is that? Love it. You know, I bet this is like a pothos. You know, that I could probably just take a clipping off of it, or maybe stick it in some water, or straight into the dirt. I bet you I could clip this off and make another plant. But I want to get it established first. This isn't much bigger than the container that it was in, so it might get root bound pretty quick. But anyways, I just thought it was glorious. Hello? Can you hear me? Grow, plant, grow. Grow. Hello? Grow. That's its ear. Hello. Okay, next up, we have these beautiful orange star. I got these from Grocery Outlet. Forgot how much they were. I think they were like $6.99. So it says, fiery blooms, long-lasting, colorful bloom over weeks of enjoyment. Care. It's so small. Oh, there was something else I was going to read to you after I got it. Oh, that sweet potato vine. Keep planting mix moist, however, keeping them a little dry is better than too wet. Remove spent flowers. It says Omethagallum right here underneath orange star. I might have to look that up to learn more about it because it doesn't say much. So what was oh, the sweet Georgia green splash, Ipomoea. Apomoria. I was going to read more about that. Okay, that was height 6 to 8 inches. Easy care plant, stylishly accents other bright colors. Perfect for all kinds of containers. Best in fertile, well-drained soil. Keep evenly moist. So this is the one that I just put in that watering can, that green watering can. All right, so these are gonna go in here. I have 2. So I'm not gonna put 2 in one pot. I'm gonna put 1 in one pot. All right. Orange star. Let me get to the other one. Woohoo, pretty girl. Okay, here's the second one. Oops. Very pretty. Now, what I have left are the coleuses. These 2. And these 2. The other one of these little ones, which it did come back. Yesterday it wasn't looking too good. And then the petunia. Okay. But I think that that's all I'm gonna do today. My back's hurting. And I had insomnia last night. I only slept for 3 hours. This is the Frugal Gardener on Sunny Days with Dawn, saying, can you dig it? So most likely tomorrow, I'll finish this up. Those plant stands are supposed to come today too. And I bought some more macrame hangers, which I didn't show you those. Oh my goodness, let me do that before I sign off. So this hanger I got from grocery outlet. Like this. And they were $4.99. So I got 2 of those. But what made me think about those hangers is, along with those plant stands that should be coming, I ordered some macrame hangers, some black ones. So hopefully those come too. So yeah, I think I showed you the pulleys, and I put ferns and pothos in there. And then I found the macrame hangers, which made it look so much better. And I hung some ladybug lights. The jasmine is growing up and across the window. I gotta get that part that's up there the highest and put it down lower to come around the window. But yeah, the jasmine's growing too. Stay tuned. Episode 17 of Digging It with Dawnie. Coming soon. Toodles.